Ever wonder what happens to the side plots on your favorite shows? Uh, Sometimes they fade away, leaving you with unanswered questions. South Park is no different, and but recently the show revisited a storyline many viewers believed was left in the dust. If you're a fan, you'll appreciate how things finally came together. First, a quick reminder to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoy this content. Um, Now, let's dive in. Let's let's dive in. Oh, let's dive in. South Park season 28 marked a return to form in some ways, particularly with its Thanksgiving special. And it had been, you know, 12 years since the show last dedicated an episode to the holiday. Uh, Recent seasons were released outside the traditional Thanksgiving window, making a themed episode impossible. But with longer breaks between episodes, season 28 had the opportunity to deliver both Halloween and Thanksgiving specials. And it didn't just bring back a holiday tradition, it also wrapped up a 7-year-old plotline property, 7-year-old. The story centers around Randy Marsh and Tegridy Farms, his marijuana farm that initially seemed like a fun side venture. It quickly became a vehicle for Randy to take center stage, leading to increasingly absurd situations. For years, he was determined to keep the farm afloat, even as the storylines became stretched beds. Then, in season 27, everything changed. Randy abruptly shut down Tegridy Farms, and his partner Towley found himself in a bizarre situation with Satan and Donald Trump. It felt like a sudden end to a long-running joke. And the show shifted focus back to its original characters. In Turkey Trot, the consequences of that decision were finally addressed. Randy reveals his family is struggling financially, and he enters the Thanksgiving race for the $5,000 prize. It's a simple motivation, but it adds weight to the episode and connects back to the farm's closure. And then it's similar. Even Cartman acknowledges the Marsh family's hardship, noting they're without a home since selling the farm. This isn't just a throwaway line, it highlights the real world impact of Randy's decisions. The show is acknowledging its past and tying up loose ends. For a while, the Tegridy Farms saga felt overdone. A special even featured a musical number poking fun at Randy's transformation. So I think it's sometimes safe, but if we didn't, the show didn't abandon the storyline completely, and it found a way to integrate it into the present narrative. Randy's desperate attempts to keep the farm open, even involving microdosing ketamines, were a bit much. It was a relief when Sicko Fancy brought it to an end, freeing up screen time for the core characters. But the question remained, what happened to the Marsh family? Turkey Trot provides an answer, albeit an indirect one. Thanks to Cartman's scheming, Tolkien accidentally wins the race, and the Marsh family receives a share of the prize money. It's a satisfying resolution that explains how they manage until the end of the season. Uh, South Park has always been known for its random, gross, and absurd humor. But in recent years, the show has started to take its characters and their lives more seriously. Major events are less likely to be retconned, and storylines have a sense of consistency. Whether it's Cartman being kidnapped or Donald Trump's affair, season 28 has maintained a level of internal logic. It was refreshing to see the show explain the aftermath of Tegridy Farms without diving back into the divisive plot. Um, Speaking of absurd situations, did you hear about Randy trying to grow marijuana on the moon? Apparently, the lunar soil wasn't quite right. It just goes to show even a seasoned farmer can have a bad harvest. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.